Alright everybody, in this video we're going to be using Classic Flash as the damage dealer. We've got Gemstone. My Classic Flash is not optimally built. I've got a decent amount of bonuses on him. I have his gears at level 75, but the Epic Gear Reforge is kind of a rare resource. So there could be room for a little bit of improvement. But the most important things are his crit chance, I think he's got like some base crit chance and he's got some base defense. And because a lot of people are asking about builds, the way that I do builds is like this. Let's say a character has 10% base defense, and I know that defense is one of the base bonuses you get from having a maxed out gear piece. So, using math, I know that at level 80, the defense gear piece will give me 27%. Now, you pair that with the base, and what you have is 37% base defense. Now, I build all my characters with max defense because I think that max defense is better than a little bit of extra attack, because I think it's a lot more likely that you might get caught off guard with a super move than it is for an extra 600 attack to make that much of a difference. So I think it's better safe than sorry. But let's say we have 37% base defense because of the character's base, and then because of the maxed out gear piece itself. Then what I do is I use math. Sometimes with a calculator, sometimes I just do it in my head. But I know that the defense cap is 75, and I know that I'm going to get a max of 37% base defense because of the base plus the maxed out gear piece. And then I know that I need to get to 38% defense, and I know that a maxed out gear rare gear roll for defense is 19%. So in my head, I'm just like, all right, two rare defense rolls if the character has 10% base. But let's say we have EPI. EPI has, I think, 0 base defense. And so for EPI, what I have is 27% base because of the maxed out headgear piece. And then I'm like, all right, how do we get to 75? And I found that having one epic roll is 27.8, and having one rare roll is 19. And doing the math there, I think that's like 73.8. And so for her, I would go a epic and a rare, but with Classic Flash, because he already has some base defense, I would go 2 rares. So it's not really a matter of, you know, how many fast attacks, how many crit chances should a character get, or should you put on a certain character. It is really a matter of how do you get to the cap in the most efficient way. And then you have to consider the character's base, because not every character has the same base, so it's going to be different. But yeah, I mean, Classic Flash here, I was switching between the Special 1 and the Special 2, excuse me. The Special 2, I think, has a shorter animation, but the Special 1 also gives me a little bit of extra dot damage. And yeah, I mean, that's still really good. That's a lot of damage, considering that my Flash is only, I think he's 3 stars, so I'm only getting +1 fast attack hit, which is incredible. So he's very strong, and if I had higher passive stats, I think this would have been a pretty easy one-shot. I got a green tea matcha latte today. It tastes really good. But I went, alright, so who are we going to do for a cleanup fight? And I went, alright, Cyborg it is. I still don't have much confidence in this team to one-shot at full health. I know that they can, but I think it's pretty down to the wire. Like, there's not a lot of margin for error. For example, with Beast Boy, you can spend, like, the first 2 minutes struggling to activate Puppet, but it really doesn't take him that long to kill the enemy. Like, there's a really large margin for error. I think with Cyborg, it's different. And also, like, the boss actually has to be stunnable. He actually can't be crit resistant. And a bunch of other stuff. So, it's a very situational thing. It is quite fun, though. And I went, cleanup fight. I don't think the Multiverse team can do 500 mil. I've already used Mr. Freeze, so I went, like previously. Because when it comes to cleanup fights, I went, oh, this is my chance to do something, like, fun. That I don't really do too often, and I don't really use this team all that often, just because I'm not confident in my own ability to play them. Yeah, Cyborg does actually seem relatively easy to combo interrupt with, so there's that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a more in-depth video when it comes to the builds, because actually having the characters' bases on screen for you is probably going to be the best thing. It's just going to be easier to like explain and showcase. But what I can say is it's almost universal, because there are very few characters that have fast attack hit as a set bonus. My fast attack build is always like 2 epics and then 1 rare, because that mathematically is like 74.8 or something like that. And then you add in the 1 base, because most characters have at least a 1% base fast attack. And it's always the max cap. Like, I always try to get my build to either be just under the cap or slightly over. But I try not to exceed it too much. And for talents, I always just kind of throw resistances on my talents, because the alternative is to put resistances on your gear rolls, and when it comes to gear rolls, the, like, you can only get stun resistance or crit resistance, or, I don't even think dot resistance is a talent you can get. I could be wrong about that one. But with talent, resistance is, like, it applies to all 3, so I always just throw the resistances on the talent, and also it seems to be the most common. Yeah, but after I'm done with the resistances, it really becomes a matter of, well, does this character need armor pierce? Because if they do, what I do is max resistances, max armor pierce, and I either try to go 4 armor pierce and 3 resistances, or 3 resistances and 4 armor pierce, depending on whatever my legendary talent is. So sometimes I get the 40% resistance first, sometimes I get the 50% armor pierce first, and I finish off with a jump attack with Beast Boy because it just looks cool. Constantine is not that hard of a boss. Not being able to heal is slightly annoying, but like Batwoman the Drown can take care of him pretty easily. Beast Boy can take care of him pretty easily. Enraged Bane, pretty accurate description of how I'm feeling. Bro, I just want Constantine shards. That's all I want. He's not even that good of a character. He's just really fun to play. I just want Constantine shards. I hope he's on sale for Halloween. I mean, I may or may not be loaded. I'm just saying. Dude, I'm gonna do like a massive gem, like a massive chest opening for Halloween. I don't want to like spend all of it, because I do want to be able to get new characters whenever they do drop to showcase to you guys. But, yeah, I'm very excited for the sale. It is almost near. I would not recommend spending on anything at this point, because at this point, just save up as many gems as you can from wherever you can. Alright, so I'm feeling like playing EPI differently, because I've seen Predator, Batman, I've seen like the Raiden, Killer Frost team. Like, I've done a lot of different things with EPI, so I went, alright, you know what, we're doing Gemstone Zatanna. So the plan here is Zatanna is going to stack her damage buff while also stacking Gemstone. Swamp Thing is here because Green Lantern bosses are always a little, are always a little bit annoying to combo interrupt, so I'm just going to get the shield from Swamp Thing and one tag in with the EPI, and John gets absolutely obliterated. Alright, Aquaman. I went, alright. I haven't actually played Raven King in a while, and I do like King quite a lot. King is going to be, like, every new player's best friend, because he will give you percentage health damage, especially if you have Nora Snowglobe, too. But he's also got the Aquaman attack pattern, which is just a really fun playset, and you can, like, infinite chain with his special 3. And, yeah. Also, I've been trying to get either Legendary Armor Pierce or Legendary Resistance on his 7th talent forever now, and I can't do it. I don't understand. This talent system sucks, man. At least, like, the 1 to 6 talents aren't too bad because you can re-roll them for credits. And you can get to a certain point where you just farm so many credits, it just doesn't really matter. Well, the 7th one is awful, man, because you get, like, a couple, I think, like, 20 or something from League Invasion seasons. I don't even remember if it's the seasons or if it's the weeks. And then you get, like, up to 4 for Arena. They really should add some way to farm that. Hey, you want to know what should be reworked? The missions, the resource missions. I mean, like, bro. First of all, I think the XP from those missions probably needs to be buffed slightly. But we have to get rid of the Sunday one. Because it is awful, dude. Nah, man. You barely get any credits for that. Maybe I'm just so far gone in the higher tiers of Arena that... of solo raids that doesn't really matter to me anymore. But, like, ever since credits have been made so much easier to farm because of solo raids, that, like, the Sunday resource missions have been irrelevant. Hey, let me farm some talent rerolls, you know? Maybe let me farm some epic rerolls too. I don't even care if it's like 1, maybe 2 a day. Come on, give me some way to farm them, because right now all I'm doing is playing the waiting game. And I only have so much time on this earth, man. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty like, I try my best to explain the gameplay, but also keep the fights entertaining. And I don't really just want to say what's going on every 5 seconds. But essentially, Gemstone is on Raven, because Twin Blade is giving me passive stats anyway. And I had an extra slot open. So I went out, let's throw Gemstone on top, why not? And yeah. My king is fully ascended, so he's got like the max stats, but he also has guaranteed unhittable on specials, so I can chain a special 3, and I can do 2 full combos before having to reset or combo interrupt, whatever it is. Alright, who is this again? I know it's Batwoman the Drowned, but I forget who I am fighting. Oh, Hawkman, that's right. I remember now. So here, I think I have Arkham Knight Batman and John, and we are going to be using Kamidogu Dagger. Because I'm just kind of bored. And, like, look, he's not that hard of a boss, other than him having a really annoying attack pattern, because the developers weren't thinking when they made him. And, like, I don't really need Robin King here, because I don't have to bypass crit resistance. And I went, alright, time to have some fun. We're running Kamidogu Dagger. For some reason, Kamidogu Dagger actually, like, it synergizes with Batwoman's Hazard, which is weird, because I think Kamidogu Dagger is only supposed to apply to basic attacks. But for some reason, it applies to her Hazard. As you can see, my damage just starts ticking up here. I started at like 36 mil, and now we're all the way up to like 40 mil. And, yeah. I was a little bit worried, because I wasn't sure how hard Hawkman was to combo interrupt. But it actually is not that hard to combo interrupt. I do it very consistently. And a little bit risky there. He could have blocked my rush attack, but he didn't. And, yeah, push him back into the corner. And it's over for my boy. Full damage stacks now. I think I missed quite a few crits in a row there, but now we're up to 54 million. That seems to be the cap for me. I do only have a level 7 Kamidogu Dagger, and I don't have max passive stats. I think I have a level 8 Twin Blade and a level 1 Twin Blade at this point. I do believe it's possible to get up to 100 mil on the dot values with Batwoman the Drowned with Kamidogu Dagger, but I'm just not there yet. And as to how I'm able to find the will to play this game, even after getting 7 one-shot teams, well, I'm not at the top of the mountain yet. I'm a completionist. Alright, so this is literally, I just had them left over. I went, oh, I got Scorpion, I got Raiden, and DC Universe Superman is here too. So, Yeah, we're gonna banish Dr. Fate to the Shadow Realm. I'm sorry if I skip over words. I'm recording this video, which is... what is today? This is Thursday's gameplay, and I'm doing the voiceover on Friday. And then I'm gonna do the voiceover for Friday today, right after this. And that video is gonna go up on Sunday. And then I've also got some assignments to do, so I'm trying to, like, get through everything. Doesn't help that I may or may not have a nasty procrastinating habit. Look, guys, sometimes you just don't want to wake up in the morning. And sometimes it's November, and there's November rain, and it's just depressing. And you just want to go home for Thanksgiving. Such is the cycle of life. But anyway, now that I have seen that DC Universe's Superman's percentage, not percentage health damage, his incoming damage works for all characters, well, time to use. I was like, all right, we're gonna buff Raiden, we're gonna buff Scorpion, excuse me, and he's gonna become the destroyer of worlds. Dr. Fate is also a little annoying because I can combo interrupt him like half the time. Sometimes I can't, sometimes I can. I'm not too annoyed by it though, because again, I really just have to stack the incoming damage, and then like after that I'm just gonna permanently stun him with Scorpion Special 2. I think the Special 3 does way more damage, but the Special 2 is just more convenient to use for me. I mean, like, there is ghost tapping, but like, why would I... Like, I'm just more used to using the Special 2 and I do enough damage because of Gemstone plus passive stats and 5-star Scorpion. I do want to get Scorpion to 7 stars. I wonder if Killer Frost will go on sale for the Halloween... not Halloween. For the Black Friday sale. To my knowledge, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I do not believe that Killer Frost has gone on sale. Ever since she was released for Christmas of last year, and she was not on sale. I think the game has it so newer characters wait like a year before they go on sale. But yeah, Dr. Fate gets absolutely incinerated. This is so overkill. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another one. Bye. Oh, rewards. Yeah, nothing good.